What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and you're now tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. So it's another day, man. It's another day to rise up. It's another day to rise up. Today we got another meal coming in that we get to eat. First, we took down the New Orleans trash cans. Second, we took down the Carolina Panties. Today, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the only reason I'm calling you the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is because we haven't beat you yet. But as soon as we beat you, your boy gonna have a nickname for y'all, man. Y'all changing y'all name from the Buccaneers to whatever it's gonna be. So, first, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Like and share these videos, man. Tell your mama, tell your brother, tell your daddy, tell you whoever, man. Tell everybody about Fan of Atlanta 365, man. Make sure they subscribe too. Your boy only one away from 50. I'm at 49 subscribers right now. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. But 50, hey, I need one more to hit that 50, man. So somebody subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, comment, like these videos. If you comment, I'm going to comment back. I always comment back. I don't care who it is, what you say. I'm going to always comment back. So please, don't forget. Leave a comment in the comment box below. But definitely subscribe and like these and share these videos, man. So today I want to give y'all consistency. I haven't been giving y'all consistency for the last few weeks, but this week will begin the week of consistency. Normally Fridays I like to do all my segments of Keys to the Dub, Fan of Atlanta 365, weekly picks and weekly matchups and all that good stuff. So today I would do that, even though it's normally on Friday. But starting next week, I will be doing my segments on those days that I actually do my segments. So you don't have to wait no more. You don't have to wait no more, man. I'm about to give y'all consistency. So today what I want to talk about, the injuries for this game, who's out and who's questionable for both teams, the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to do my FOA weekly picks, Keys to the Dub, FOA, what else? Weekly picks, Keys to the Dub, and weekly matchups between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, let's get right into it, man. So first, we got an injury report today for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll be questionable. We got Carl Nassib. He'll be questionable today. Anthony Nelson will be out. And MJ Stewart is out. I don't know who those guys are. The only one I know is Caleb Nassib. Carl Nassib. It's the only guy I can recognize. But don't matter. For the Atlanta Falcons, we got Devontae Freeman. He's out. Kamal Ishmael is out. Austin Hooper is out. For questionable, we got John Kaminsky, Tat McKinley, and Kendall Sheffield. All three of those are, questionable. But, we still going to rise up. We still going to do what we got to do. We in Atlanta. We about to rise up today, man. The fans should be happy. They should be at the game because, we done won our last two. We done won last two division games. We whooped the snot out of the New Orleans trash cans. And then came back the next week and spanked the Carolina Panties. And this week, we got another division game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who we have owned. I just saw a post on Facebook. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't beaten us since December of 2016. So that's been 3 years. 3 years of laying you on our lap and spanking it. 3 years. So if you lose today, I'm sorry. When you lose today, I will have you a nickname that you would keep until you beat us. Just like the New Orleans Trash Cans, Carolina Panties, you will have a nickname that you will use until you beat us. Which, we'll see the New Orleans Trash Cans again next week, Thanksgiving Day in Atlanta. We'll see the Carolina Panties the week after that in Atlanta. And then we won't see y'all again until what? The last game of the season? In Tampa Bay? So you'll hold that nickname until probably next year. Or the years ahead. We don't know how long you're going to hold this nickname. But until you beat us, you're going to hold that nickname. So, you know what? Let's get right into it. We already did the injury report. So now, let's go to the segment I like to call Keys to the Dub. If you're new here, Keys to the Dub means keys to the W. If you know what a dub is either a $20 bill or it could be a W. So, keys to the dub, man. So what I like to do is I like to give you 3 points that I feel like the defense needs to do in order to win, to put us in position to win. And then 3 points that the offense should do in order to attack the defense of the Buccaneers to put us in position to win. So let's start with the defense. Defense first. Let's bring pressure to Jameis Winston. I mean, we already know he don't scare nobody. He don't scare nobody. I feel like this is last year as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer because he been a bust. So let's put pressure on Jameis Winston, man. For the past few weeks, we've been putting pressure on Drew Brees, Allen. I don't even know what's Kyle Allen, I think his name is, for the Carolina Panties, they quarterback. So if we put pressure on them, I know we could put pressure on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know we can. So let's get to the quarterback. Let's get to Jameis Winston, and let's show the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that they need to go another way with a quarterback. They need a new quarterback. So put pressure on Jameis Winston. Next, let's bracket cover Mike Evans. They got Mike Evans and they got Chris Goodwin. Both of their receivers are pretty good. But Desmond Trufant and Isaiah Oliver, we got some receivers that we're gonna have to worry about this game. I know we had Mike Thomas, Carolina Panties. They ain't really got no receivers, but they kept throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey. That's all they had. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they actually got a good little receiving core. They got a good little receiving core. So we got to be on our P's and Q's this week. So let's bracket cover Mike Evans and take our chances on Chris Goodwin. So next, shut down the run game. They do have a pretty good running game. Peyton Barber and Ronald Jones. They got a good little running game. So we got to shut that thing down. We got to shut it down. We got to make them one-dimensional. Let's put the game on Jameis Winston back. And let's see what he can do. So those are my keys to the dub for the defensive side of the ball. Now let's switch over to the offensive side of the ball. First point, throw the ball. They DBs are suspect. They ain't got no safeties that I'm scared of. They ain't got no cornerback that I'm scared of. Let's take advantage. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Jaden Graham, Justin Hardy, Russell Gage. Oh, y'all, man, y'all about to have career days today, man. Whoever get the ball, career day for y'all, man. Because they ain't got nobody. Let's attack them. Next, let the playmakers make plays. Like I said before, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. Hey, man, y'all get ready to make plays. Y'all about to be playmakers today, man. Career days for y'all today, man. Career days. And last but not least, let Julio and Calvin Ridley attack their DBs. I'm telling y'all, we about Matt Ryan, get your stats up this week. Because we about to have a field day against the secondary, man. They trash. They trash. So, you know, that was the keys to the dub. I know it's all passing game. We don't really need a running game. If we just have a running game to do what we've been doing for the past few weeks, we good. We good. You know, because they do have a stout defense. Well, defensive front. They do have a stout defensive front. You got to worry about Ndamukong Suh. Who else they got? Ndamukong Suh. They got I can't even think of all the guys they got. I forget. I should have wrote them down. But you know, they got a good little linebacker core, and they got a good little you know, defensive front. So we're gonna have some work to do with that offensive line. They're gonna have some work to do, but at the end of the day, I feel like we got them, man. So, you know, speaking of that, let's switch over to the Fan of Atlanta 365 weekly matchups. Weekly matchups. So in this segment, what I like to do is I like to compare both of the teams, and I like to go through each position. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver core. Now, wide receiver core, I actually added the tight end into wide receiver core. So, you know, you'll see that. Offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties. Safeties is free safety and the strong safety. And then I like to compare the coaching staff, and I like to compare the teams, the overall team. And then I'm going to actually add something. I'm going to give you my predicted score of the game. Predicted score of the game. So let's get to it. So we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They 3-7. The Atlanta Falcons, we 3-7. You know, I understand, you know, our record sucks. But at the end of the day, we on the second half of the season, and you already see how we've been playing. We trying to make a push into these playoffs. A tall task, but at the end of the day, I feel like we can do it. Only thing we can do is control what we can control, and that's win games. If you win out, hey, we'll see where the chips lay at the end of the season. But don't get complacent. Don't think that the season is over. Don't think that the season is over. We're gonna keep rising up until we can't rise up no more. So let's get to the weekly matchup. So quarterback. Starting off with the quarterback. We already know who got this. Atlanta Falcons. I give the Atlanta Falcons the advantage. Matt Ryan, enough said. We ain't even got to talk about the other guy, Winston. Jameis Winston. We ain't got to talk about him because he don't even compare. So Matt Ryan got the we got the matchup over that. Running back. Now, I do give them the running back advantage because like I stated before, they got Ronald Jones and Peyton Barber. They got a good little running back core. Now, we are without Devontae Freeman, of course, but Brian Hill has been playing a good game. Quadre Olison, but I want to see more out of our running game. You know, we haven't really been needing them, but we do need them to to kind of establish a run game to give us some explosiveness in the run game. Let us set up for the play action and all that good stuff. But right now, I give the advantage for running backs to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wide receiver and tight end. So I actually gave us both a tie. I gave it to both teams. Even though I feel like, we got Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and all those guys. But at the same time, like I said before, they got Mike Evans. They got Chris Goodwin. They got O.J. Howard. They got a good little receiving core. And then we got Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Jalen Graham, and Russell Gage, and all them guys. But, pretty even in the wide receiver group. So I give an advantage to both teams. Offensive line, I actually give us the advantage. We've been playing pretty stout as far as our offensive line. Matt Ryan haven't really been taking that many hits. He's been having time in the pocket, and he haven't thrown any. We haven't had any turnovers since the beginning. I don't know when was the last turnover we had, but Matt Ryan only threw 7 interceptions this season. 7. So at the end of the day, we looking good. Offensive line giving him time. Defensive line. I actually give them the advantage of defensive line. I wish I would have wrote down who their defensive line was. But, they got better names. Now, that's not to say that the Atlanta Falcons don't have a good defensive line because, as you could tell, we've been getting to the quarterback every game. Six sacks pretty much every game since the New Orleans Trash Cans. We got Tat McKinley. Hopefully I know he's questionable. Hopefully he plays today. We got Vic Beasley who been showing up. Grady Jarrett. Tyler Davidson been doing a good job. Allen Bailey got a sack last game. Adrian Claiborne been doing his thing. So, we've been getting there. But, like right now, I just got to give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers until, maybe after this game, I start really, really giving us that real respect that we deserve. But right now I give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Linebacker core, I actually give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well. Like I stated before, they got They got Levante David. They got they got a good linebacker core. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know their roster like that. But like when I look through our roster, our depth charts, and look at their depth charts, I would say they got the nod at linebacker. But of course we got Deion Jones, Devondre Campbell has been stepping up. We got Foyer Lorcorn, and we got Jermaine Grace. So lately we've been doing pretty good with our linebackers, but I give them the nod right now. Next, cornerbacks. I actually give us the nod because they got 0 to none cornerbacks. We got Desmond Trufant back. We got Isaiah Oliver, who the game's starting to slow down for him. Still got Kendall Sheffield, but he's questionable this game. So I give us the nod at cornerbacks. I believe we got the advantage. Next, safeties. Once again, we got the advantage. Ricardo Allen and KZ, they've been doing a great job at playing free safety and strong safety. Keanu Neal, of course, he's hurt right now, but they've been doing their thing. And Tampa Bay got 0 to none safeties that I know of. So I feel like we got the advantage. Let's go to this coaching staff. Now, I do think we got the advantage in the coaching staff overall. Dan Quinn, Raheem Morris, Dirk Cutter, the linebacker coach has been doing a good job at coaching our defense, him and Raheem Morris. So, I feel like we got the better coaching staff. Now, they do have Bruce Arians. They do have our old special teams coach coming in. What was that guy's name? Dang, I can't think of his name. But he was a good coach. So they coming in with a good little coaching staff as well. But I feel like ours is better. We've been playing consistent for the past 2 weeks. We haven't given up a touchdown. We've been putting up points. So all around, we've been playing better, man. So I give us the nod at coaching staff. And just overall team, of course, the Atlanta Falcons, I feel like we're way better than this team. And we're going to go out here and show it. So by the end of this game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have a new name. They will have a new name. So my predicted score, something new I want to add in. Now, I'm not gonna say that Atlanta Falcons will be scoring a lot this game. I actually got the score at 17-3. 17-3. Still giving up no touchdowns. Maybe a field goal, but I feel like it's gonna be a hard fought game. Probably the hardest division game we're gonna play. And I know a lot of people gonna be like, what? The hardest division game? I actually think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, if they can get pressure on us, it's gonna be a hard fought game. But of course I got the Atlanta Falcons, coming out with a win. Now I'm hoping that my prediction is wrong, but like I said, I got 17-3. So we'll see. Now let's move on to the last segment of the day. The last segment of the day before we come back with the Fan of Atlanta 365 post-game reaction. If you don't know, I like to go on Facebook, go live Facebook and talk about the game, give my post-game reaction. And then on Monday, I come back on YouTube and I talk about the game after I done went back and watched the film and, studied the game. But so if you want to watch that post-game reaction, hey, follow me on Facebook. Go to Facebook at Jeremy Howard, Jeramy. Once again, Jeramy Howard. That's my last name. So you'll see a picture of me and my wife. That'll be my profile picture. So if you want to go watch that post game reaction, hey, go check me out on Facebook. I always go live right after the game. So I will be going live today after the game to give my post game reaction. So let's get to these weekly picks. Now normally what I like to do is I like to tell you how I did the last week, to tell you, how good I'm picking. But since I didn't do it for the past few weeks, I will start fresh this week and I will give you my FOA weekly picks. And then next week, when next week get here and I'm doing my next weekly picks, I'll tell you how I did this week. So let's get to it. So we got the Indianapolis. I'm sorry. That was Thursday. Oh, I had Houston in that Indianapolis game. So I would have won that one. Next. Detroit Lions at the Washington Redskins. I actually got the Washington Redskins this game. The reason why is because Matthew Stafford is out. They have their backup quarterback, the Detroit Lions. But I feel like the Washington Redskins, maybe they can pull out this W. So I got the Washington Redskins over the Detroit Lions. Next, I got the New York Giants at Chicago. I actually got Chicago with this game, even though Trubisky been sucking, but I feel like the defense of Chicago is gonna come after the New York Giants. So I actually got Chicago winning that game. It's in Chicago as well. Seattle at Philly. I actually got Seattle winning that game. I think that Seattle is a good team this year. They got a good defense. They got an offense that's pretty hard to stop with the running back Russell Wilson. Then you got their receivers Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. I mean, he's been killing it. So, overall, they got a better team. I think Philadelphia Eagles, they got a good team, but they've been inconsistent. So I got Seattle winning this game. Next, Denver at the Buffalo Bills. I actually got the Buffalo Bills winning this game, even though Denver been pretty stout for the past few weeks. But I got to give the Buffalo Bills this game. I think they have a great defense that's gonna shut down the Denver Broncos offense. Next, Miami at Cleveland. I actually got Cleveland winning this game. It's about time for Cleveland to start showing what kind of team they really are. And if you can't beat the Miami Dolphins these days, I don't know what to tell you. You should just clean house. But I actually got the Cleveland Browns beating the Miami Dolphins. Next, Oakland at New York Jets. I actually got Oakland winning this game. Normally I like to pick the Jets, but I actually got Oakland winning this game. I think Oakland was my team that I think I secretly root for. I secretly root for the Oakland Raiders. So I got to give the Oakland Raiders the nod over the New York Jets. Now it is in New York, so maybe weather could be a factor, but I feel like the Oakland Raiders got a better overall team. Next, Carolina at New Orleans. Now I'm hoping I'm wrong about this pick, but I do actually got New Orleans trash cans over the Carolina Panties. I just feel like New Orleans has more weapons, so they're going to be able to attack the Carolina Panties defense better. But at the end of the day, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope the New Orleans trash cans lose this game, but it is what it is. Next, Tampa Bay at Atlanta. You already know who I got. Atlanta Falcons winning over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers until the further notice of their name. They may be losing their name today. I got us over them. Of course, I already told y'all my predicted score, 17-3. It's in Atlanta. We will be there to rise up, man. The Falcon fans should be there to beat the team, to root on for the team, man. Be loud this game. Next, I got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. I actually got Pittsburgh winning this game, even though I didn't like that call that they made on Myles Garrett. I felt like the quarterback did say some racial slurs, and that's what got Myles Garrett to react the way he reacted. But it is what it is. But hey, I feel like Pittsburgh should beat Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, who they got? So I actually get a nod to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next, Jacksonville at Tennessee Titans. I actually got Tennessee Titans in this game. Jacksonville, I feel like their defense is just not what it used to be. They do have Nick Foles back, so maybe that can be a advantage for them. But I feel like Tennessee can pull it out. It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a sorry game, but maybe Tennessee can pull it out with their running game. Next, Dallas at New England. I don't even have to say nothing. We already know who's gonna win this game. New England Patriots, because Dallas Cowgirls will be going home with the L. It's in New England. You ain't beating New England in New England with no Dak Prescott. Now, Dak Prescott been playing pretty good lately, and Ezekiel Elliott haven't, but Bill Belichick about to shut that down. He about to shut that down with that defense. So I got the New England Patriots winning easily against the Dallas Cowboys. Next, Green Bay at San Francisco. I actually got Green Bay winning this game. I think San Francisco is starting to show that they may not be that team. They may not be that team that everybody think they are. And Green Bay Packers, I love Aaron Rodgers. I feel like, they about to get out the San Francisco 49ers. So I got Green Bay over the San Francisco 49ers. And last, Baltimore at the LA Rams. I actually got Baltimore pulling this out, as much as I hate to say that. But Baltimore been playing pretty good. Lamar Jackson has been playing at an MVP level. Now, the only kryptonite can be Aaron Donald coming in to wreak havoc, man. Now, the Rams do have a pretty good defense, but I think the Ravens, you know, so far they've been showing me that they may be that team. They may be that team. So I got the Baltimore Ravens in that game. But that's the end of the Fan of Atlanta weekly picks, man. You know, until next week, I'll let you know how I do. But, hey, this has been a great episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. It's been your boy, Jay Howard, a.k.a. the official Georgia boy. And you've been tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. You know, comment if you got something to say, because I will comment back. But, hey, another day to rise up. Another day to be in the brotherhood. Another day to see the Atlanta Falcons, you know, steamroll another division game. Another division game. So it's the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pending. They got a pending by their name because we don't even know if they're gonna be the Buccaneers this game after this game. They may be doing a name change after this game. So, you know, stay tuned for that. But if you want to follow me on Facebook to watch my post-game reactions, hey, Jeremy Howard, Jeramy Howard. You'll find me on Facebook. I'll be going live right after the game. Right before the game even ends, I'll be live. Ready to talk about the game, man. And then I'll come back Monday, and there'll be another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365 with your boy, Jay Howard, a.k.a. the official Georgia boy, man. Hey, until then, man, hey, I'm out.